poor pickup lines. Any that you have?
Hi, have you met me?
Have you met me? What regret do you think about most in your life?
The thing that everyone's always got to remember is you are where you are in your life now because of everything that's happened previously. Today, we're talking about regret. Professional, social, and personal. Hit the like button and enjoy.
It's a 2-in-1.
I know, incredible stuff.
And you're wearing a new jacket.
I am. I like my new jacket.
Do you know anything about the Lakers?
Yeah, they're a really good football team.
Right, today we're talking about regret, but I'm going to ignore you. Viewer, come here. What regret do you think about most in your life? We're going to go deep question. I want you to answer it. Comment in the comments below. And then we'll answer it ourselves at the end of the episode. So, Will, regret is basically like our brain being like, oh, hey, remember that thing you can't change? Yeah, let's think about it. Again.
Yeah.
And again. And again. So, let's talk about regret, Will. Does regret play a big part in your life?
There's certainly things in my life that I regret doing. But I probably wouldn't change them now.
No.
If that makes sense. So there's obviously feelings of regret as you go through life, or I hurt that person's feelings. I wish I hadn't done that. But the thing that everyone's always got to remember is you are where you are in your life now because of everything that's happened previously.
Because of choices that have been made.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's easy for me to say because I'm in a good position. Maybe if I'd offended the wrong people and I was in a bad position, I'd probably put more weight on those regrets.
But you're ultimately in a good position because of the choices you've made in your life. So really, is it a case of you don't have many regrets or you've made sensible choices? You know, because there's so many different strands of regret. Like we got like small insignificant regrets. We got interpersonal regrets. We've got business career regrets. There's so many that we could
Delve into.
dive in. That was a unicorn dive. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah. But, so yeah, how often does regret play a part in your life, really, then? I guess is my first question for you.
Very minimally on a day-to-day basis.
Minimally.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I think somewhat minimally, but I think it always kind of pops up at random times. But when we were planning this episode, so we planned this one together, I know, mind blown for those of you that know.
Will did some work.
Unreal, unheard of. I was thinking, I don't have many regrets. You know, I feel quite glad and proud of the things I've done, but I feel like as we go through this episode, I'm going to be greatly mistaken. So
you're going to call me up at like 3 a.m. Well, I can't sleep.
Yeah, I'm regretting everything I've done.
Why have we made a podcast title? I regret it.
We need to do this. We need to change this episode. No one can know. So let's talk about funny regrets, I think, first, because those are lighthearted, they're easy, and they're going to warm us up, you know? Because you said you're cold today, aren't you?
I am actually. I'm a little chit. However, I'm jealous of you rolling your sleeves up. That's my thing, so I'm going to do that. I'm
going to roll them up more.
I'm going to chop my sleeves off.
Like Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We don't watch it, so clothing choices, I think, is what we're going to start with. Yeah. Do you have any styles that you regret?
When I was 16, I grew hair really long.
I do remember
Yeah, I had a little top knot. I might regret that a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, just a bit. It was a phase.
Okay.
It was.
Well, I did actually have haircuts. So you've jumped ahead. There's haircuts and then there's clothing.
Right. Well,
so clothes are separate.
No, I don't regret anything to do with clothing.
No.
I just don't care.
Okay.
Like, this is the nicest thing I've ever bought, clothing wise, in terms of money. It's like the most expensive thing I've ever got. That's not shoes.
Wow.
So it's £55 as well. I'm not pushing the boat out too far.
I got a fleece that was £55. I lost my mind because I was like, it's so cheap.
Yeah, this is ridiculously expensive for me.
So you don't regret any choices of clothing you've ever made?
No, it just is not an impactful thing in my life.
I'm envious.
It's only other people that it bothers.
Okay.
So it just doesn't bother me. Clothes all do the same thing. They just prevent you from getting put in prison.
Okay, interesting way to phrase it, but fair enough. I think it's the expression of self. I love clothing. I love dressing how I get to and choosing how I want to look and outwardly portray to the world. I think it's great. That is the one thing I've always said. When people go, if you won an unlimited amount of money in the lottery where money no longer became a factor, what's the first thing you'd do? I was like, clothes.
Really?
Without a doubt, I'd buy a house and then I would have the biggest walk-in wardrobe you've ever seen. So I could
4-bedroom house, just have 3 bedrooms with clothes.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah. Dream. This is my room of t-shirts. They're all white with a front print and a back print.
It would literally all be that as well.
Clothing for me, I remember a phase where I went through coloured jeans. So like purples and greens and stuff. And it was not good.
Bold, that.
Yeah, real
bold. I had some pink jeans.
Did you?
I wore them to my year 6 disco as like a leavers thing.
See, I was older, so I should have known better. Like, that wasn't year 6.
But I had to buy them in the girls section because they didn't make
nothing wrong with that.
Hot pink jeans. They had a little heart on the back pocket. But I had them, you know, and they were fine.
I think you should bring him out for the next pod, to be honest.
Yeah. Look like producer Michael. You won't know who he is. But he wears extravagant clothes and goes around and like tours millionaire houses in Beverly Hills and whatever. I think he actually helps sell them now off the back of his YouTube channel. But he was a music producer for years. And he just dresses in extravagant clothes, and pink jeans is part of his rotation.
We found your niche, Will. That's what you're going to do, is wear those.
He looks like such the like blazer, no matter what the temperature, a white t-shirt that like cut down to there, with a necklace made of rope or something, so he's cool.
That's a style that should never have been allowed
Smart
to thrive,
shoes.
was the deep V for men. That should never...
It adds to the taper. No, it doesn't. It adds to you being a dick.
So next one I had for funny regrets was haircuts. So you've said yours, which is the top knot. You embrace the top knot.
I also regret, like, sort of now is sort of a point that I regret as well, is I don't get my hair cut quick enough.
No, you don't.
So I get my hair cut maybe 4 times a year, and it always grows like too long. It just doesn't look good. And then it's a big dramatic change every time. But I don't want to justify spending like 20 quid a month on a haircut.
So I don't mind that because it's an investment on how you look. Like, I get my hair cut every
but
3
nobody
weeks.
ever sees me.
You literally are on YouTube every day.
But I've never had a comment saying, "Get your haircut, mate."
I'm going to. Your next live, even if it's beneath the noise, I'm going to comment.
Get your haircut.
So yeah, haircuts for me was when I just had like long hair, but it was long everywhere, and it was just like a mop.
It looked kind of cool though.
Kind of, but I don't know. So next, if there's any you've got for this, if you don't, we'll move past it. Bad texts.
Yeah, I've sent my fair few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Care to share, or are we gonna gloss over? We can gloss over. I think for me, when it comes to regrets of bad texts, is those texts where you're having an argument with someone, you know you shouldn't say it, but you just do it anyway, and you're like,
It's over text, so it doesn't mean anything anyway.
I don't know. I reckon they do.
It's just words.
Oh yeah, no, those aren't powerful.
It's literally just words as well, because it's just on like they've put the voice to it, haven't they? It's literally just words. It's the tone at which they're reading it that's the problem. It's not what you say.
Okay.
I think you look ugly. See, they've assumed that's bad, when really
because that's a compliment.
The tone of the conversation.
Well, you look really ugly today.
Yeah, but you have no idea of the additional context. There might be more context.
How is that gonna then be?
Well, it's a bit like you look really tired today.
Yeah, but that's in Japanese culture.
Yes, but if you were to say that to me now, I would get it, right? Today. Yeah, like so that there's different angles and contexts.
Okay, fine. Any bad text you care to share? Should we just gloss over?
I think we gloss over that for my own safety.
Poor pickup lines. Any that you have?
Hi, have you met me?
Have you met me?
I think you had gone off to get a drink in the club, and I went up to these 2 girls and said, "Hi, have you met me?" And both of them
extensive year of 1 year of clubbing.
Yeah, like, literally. None of us 5 weeks, not even a year.
Yeah, all of us don't drink.
Yeah,
we never really drank. We just decided to go out clubbing like every weekend for 5 weeks, and that was about it.
That was it. That's all we ever did.
And yes,
I went up to 2 girls who had just bought drinks. That was a tactical decision. Have you met me? They said, no, we haven't.
What do I do?
But they turned out to be Canadian students staying at Herstmonceux Castle, and had a boogie with both of them, and a little more with one of the other ones, and then.
So really, it's not bad regretful.
No, but
it's
a terrible line.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it works though. That's why you use it.
Mm.
But you only need one good line to find one good girl to ruin your life.
One can hope. God damn.
All you got to do is try and not get in a relationship, and you'll be straight in one.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, you're actively I don't know. You're pretty easygoing. You're so gonna be married in 6 months. You don't even want to be married. See, it's coming quicker than you think.
God, 6 months, fucking hell.
You're going great thinking about it.
Yeah. So bad pickup lines. I don't think I have any. To be honest, I'm not really that guy that has bad pickup lines.
Give over.
I don't think I do.
Give over.
No. Don't need a pickup line, mate. They just look at me and start undressing.
Are you happy to share the pickup line that you told me on the way to Yummy Noodle?
That wasn't so much of a pickup line, more just an observation.
Yeah. Connor's advice is give the girl a message when you see that she posts something, and make it a cheeky quip to arrange a meetup.
That makes me sound awful, but thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm not going to share.
No, let's not.
The exact. And you were terrified the whole way through that. You're like, what is he going to say next?
What's he going to say? Yeah.
She has pink hair, 4 eyes, and it's the person we're talking about.
It's just my type. 4 eyes.
4 eyes. And she wears glasses, so 8 eyes.
Yeah, so next I got is like silly choices. Is there anything you regret in terms of like silly choices, small insignificant things? You know, like as a kid I was super reckless and just kind of made dumb decisions all the time that would end up in many broken bones. And you know, I feel like as an adult I kind of regret those things. I'm like, you know, my left wrist after 2 surgeries is never quite going to be the same. I don't have the same flexion in it. I can't put the same pressure through it as my right. But
I think if I'd probably hurt myself doing flips, I might regret that. But as I never had a really serious injury, I guess I'm fine on that front. I don't think I've ever made any really silly... except for going on holiday with my ex. That was pretty big.
Yeah, that was kind of a silly decision that you maybe should have...
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you guys could have advised me that it was a bad idea, but you were all for it. You said, yeah, go do it. It'll be great.
I think I'm going to put a flag on the play there, mate.
Yeah.
That's definitely not
maybe you definitely jumped in and said, Will, this is a terrible idea. Please don't do this. And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
And it wasn't. But I've learned that lesson now. So it's...
you won't do it again.
It's difficult to regret.
You won't ever need to do it again.
It would be weird if I went on a holiday with her now.
Yeah.
You know that last one that we really hated? Hey, let's do it again.
So we've got 2 in here that I know you've put in. One I think is for me, one I think is for you. Your baby's name?
Yeah, well, when I have a kid, it's going to be called John.
And you're going to regret it.
There's a high chance that... Well, I think there's enough time between now and me having a kid for John to really take off again. I reckon it's the trending name of the future. And I don't think I'll regret it, but I think there's a high chance Soph will regret allowing the child to be called John.
I can't believe she's going to allow the child to be called
John. She's
John.
adamantly against it, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I'll just be in charge of the birth certificate. And I'll just call him John no matter what his name is. Otherwise, you're just always calling your kid a nickname, aren't you? It's like, if Soph wants to call him like Zach or Arthur or something else. And like,
it's a bad name.
I'll just call him John. It's a bad name, Arthur, is it?
No, something else.
Zach.
No, something you said. Zach, Arthur, or something else.
Oh yeah, something else is a bad name. Yeah.
It was, jokes are great when you have to explain them.
I'm not switched on. I cannot switch on.
I know. Yeah, your brain's not. But the next one you put is tattoos.
Yeah. Do you regret any of your tattoos?
Well, considering I'm getting one removed, I think the answer would be yes. Well, for those of you that don't know, I'm getting this one removed here. Yeah, it's my biggest one I have.
You can tell because it's not disappearing at all.
It is actually very faded. I can show you pictures of it.
It is fading a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, getting that one removed. It's not like I regret. Well, I do regret it because I'm getting it removed, but it's not like I want it gone right away.
Yeah, it's just you want to put something else there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So do you know what you're going to put there yet?
Maybe a little bit of text that kind of comes down.
Oh right.
They look cute.
Like every mum.
I won't put every mum on there.
No, every mum has like a piece of text down there. It's like to remind them of their youth.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, or home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
Or imagine what this hand's used for, or
Insert here.
admin, or whatever women have written on there. I like dolphins.
Have you spoke to a woman?
Yeah, 1 year. It didn't go well. We haven't spoken since.
Have you met me? Okay, so those are like micro regrets, but I think we should really like dive into it. So regrets really, so we've put some stats in here. In a survey of roughly 2,000 people in the US, 40% they regret not speaking their mind, 36% regret not visiting friends and family enough, and 35% regret not pursuing their dreams. So that's quite a high number when you think about it, and it's quite scary that we actually live with so much regret in our life. So it'd be interesting to sort of dive into our relationships with regret, encourage the viewer to also do the same.
In the comments.
And subscriptions. I don't know. Don't give me that face. I saw it. I'm not vibing with it.
In the community tab, you can make your own posts on our channel.
Hot damn.
They can do it there.
Will, have you ever stayed in a relationship longer than you should have? What stopped you from walking away sooner?
Is this a romantic relationship?
Let's say no for now. Let's say any type of relationship. And we can go into the romantic if you'd like.
I definitely had groups of friends through my life that I've sort of clung on for dear life just because I didn't have another friendship group to go to. Whereas now it's like I'm confident enough as an individual to where I just hang out with the people I want to hang out with. And if like what you realise is when you're a kid, everything is so matter of fact. Everything's like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. And then you just run away. Whereas as an adult, it's like people just sort of slowly fade out of your lives, and that's fine.
Do you think it's because it's as your child you're living really in that moment, and you just make decisions based on what's really going to be the best impact you think there right there and then?
Yeah.
Whereas as you get to an adult, you know what? Oh, if I say I'm not going to hang out with you, so well, who else am I going to hang out with? So is it better to be lonely and by myself than it is to have someone to chat to?
Yeah.
Even if I don't like them and I actively despise them.
Beneath the noise, a show that cares.
I actively despise you.
I know. I'm sorry.
Commercial break.
We have been thinking about Huel flavours, haven't we?
We have. Chocolate, cookies and cream. There's a cookies and cream in black edition. Unreal.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I like strawberry. I like berry. I think it's called berry, isn't it?
It is called berry. The fact that it's called berry and doesn't assign a berry to it, red flag.
It could be anything. But
Yeah.
it is
Miscellaneous berry.
It's really nice, and we have a link down below in the description to give you money off, so go and enjoy that. You are welcome.
So what stopped you from walking away sooner from these friendship groups?
I think maybe there's sort of, I take the other people's like feelings into consideration.
Do you?
How would that impact them? Yeah, that means a lot to me. And then I take my feelings into consideration. And like, if I can just weather the storm, then I will. And if I can't, then I won't.
Do we think the regret plays a big part in sort of how we communicate with people? So we're too busy worrying about maybe hurting people or saying what is actively on our mind, which we feel like in the moment might cause more damage than reality just actually being honest and speaking with someone. I'd be curious to see what role regret plays in people's honesty towards each other.
Yeah, I think it probably does impact it. Like, if one of your friends gets a new jacket and you don't like the jacket, like, what advantage is there of saying, I don't like that jacket? You just like not say anything, you know? It's those sorts of decisions.
Yeah, but those, I feel like those are small and insignificant, you know, but
yeah,
if someone's making maybe poor life choices or treating their significant other poorly, maybe those are more difficult decisions people might also actively shy away from.
Yeah, it's very difficult because it also, the blowback on that can mean that you lose a friend. It's like that's a big deal versus just letting a situation take its natural course. It's like do you let the train hit the one or hit the 5 people, or do you change its track and let it kill the one?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. Or this is a problem with automated cars. They're trying to work out is the human would decide one thing, whereas the AI might decide another. And then where does the blame lie?
Do you know what the answer to that is?
I can't quite remember. Isn't it, say a car is currently going to aim at 3 people?
Yeah.
But if you swerve, you can hit 1.
Yeah.
And it's like...
But do you take the action to swerve or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more used to train. There's no moral impact on you not making a decision.
Yeah.
There's also... So I would say that you've got to let it hit the 3 people or hit the 5 people rather than the 1. Because you've got to actively jump in, which means you're going to go to prison.
Yeah.
If you just leave it, then you kill more people. But after that, you then talk to the courts and try and get the law changed. And
you're also going to... Whatever decision you make there, you are going to regret that because you could have taken an active role or you're going to take an inactive role and just let something happen.
Yeah.
Do you think there's always scenarios where there's like lose-lose that you might always lose in a regret?
It's life.
Yeah, but...
It's like everything is a lose-lose. It's like I've woken up this morning. It means I've got to do a whole other day of dealing with the stress of YouTube and running my business and keeping everything above water. Mm. Like...
Do you regret choosing to pursue YouTube?
No, but I think what I'm getting is like nothing's easy. It's like everything is like you've got to do something with your time, right? Mm. So it's like it's just
okay.
Nobody is like completely free.
Yeah,
like you can love what you do and that's great.
I heard something really deep the other day. Already laughing. Don't love your job. Job your love. You seen that video?
I haven't seen the video.
Have you not?
But I feel like you delivered it quite well.
Someone said that.
Oh, wait, yes, I think I did.
Yeah. The woman saying that quote and
then there's like
exploded.
Yeah, loads of things in the comments. Don't what were some of the other ones? Don't string your bow your string.
Yeah. Don't crush your finger your crush.
Have you seen the Alex Hormozy equivalent of that?
No.
It's like the quickest way to make $2 million is to buy something that's worth $10 million for $8 million and just sell it. And the guy makes a short, and it's like the quickest way to make $1 trillion is by buying something for $998 billion and selling it for.
Fuck's sake. So, like the question I asked you, have you stayed in a relationship longer than you should have? What stops you from walking away sooner? It's a really tough question.
I
was thinking about this when I put it in, when you actually don't know, put this one in.
We put it
in collectively. Together. That sounds hella sus. No. Withdraw that action, please. Have I stayed in a relationship longer than you should have? Yes, I probably have, to be honest. I would say I'm never too open about the last relationship, either with people I know and also definitely not on here. But you could say that maybe both of us should have walked away sooner because it was just more damaging for us. But I think we were both wanted to try and loved each other so much that you try and you commit to that person. So what stopped you from walking away is the thought that things could get better.
Mm.
You know?
How much do you reckon, for lack of a better word, like denial plays into it?
I think a big part, yeah.
It's like, no, there's no way this is not right for me. Like,
yeah.
This is, you know.
Yeah, you choose to look
this
on the
is
more
obviously
positive
where
side.
I'm supposed to be. It's, yeah.
Exactly. You choose to look on the more positive side. You choose to have a more positive outlook because sometimes it's too scary to look at the alternative, or rather you are so convinced that this is exactly right because maybe it's all you know. So I definitely think that plays a part. Would you rather regret doing something or regret not doing something? I think there's a clear answer.
Regret not doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd rather regret not doing that? I'd rather regret doing something.
No.
Why?
Try everything.
Yeah, that means you'd rather regret doing something.
No, because if I didn't do it, then I regret not doing it. Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Would you rather... So if you've done something... you're going to regret doing it if it was wrong. But if you don't do something, you're gonna regret not doing because you wouldn't have known the outcome.
Yeah, that one.
So you'd rather not know the outcome.
I'd rather just go for it.
Yeah, so that's the regret doing something.
No, it's not. No, because I wouldn't regret doing anything. I'd regret not giving it a try.
Would you rather regret... Maybe, hold on.
I've got him!
Would you rather
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
doing
him.
something?
So regretting doing something means that you've done it. Regretting not doing something means you didn't even try. So I'd rather regret not doing the thing. I'd rather do it.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. It's choosing. So you would rather regret doing something because you know that in all scenarios you chose to do the thing.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying.
Yeah.
That's what the question is asking is, would you rather live in a world where you're going to regret having done something because you've decided to take every opportunity, or rather, would you rather in a scenario where you've taken no action and you just live in a constant regret of not ever doing anything? We're there.
Got it.
So, would you and you can argue if I got it wrong in the comments, but would you rather regret doing something or regret not doing it? So for me, I want to feel like I have taken every opportunity, which is hard because in reality, you can't take every opportunity. You have to make choices and you have to prioritize different ways. But I would always, in any scenario, rather say yes than no. I'd rather know what's underneath that carpet than never look.
Yeah, me too.
But is there some things you would categorically never say yes to?
Genocide.
Thankfully. Anything else? A bit more normal?
Yeah, it's probably like I got offered to be the voice of a character in a TV show. And it was really good money. I just said no because YouTube was just taken off.
Do you regret saying no?
I'm interested to know what was on the other side. Now I know how YouTube would have gone. But at the start of everything taken off on YouTube, it's like I can't say yes to this. So I didn't even really give it much time a day. But maybe that was... Who knows? I could be on Disney right now.
Isn't it so funny that we never know the outcome of the decisions? You know, hindsight's 20/20. You know, you have to live life forwards, but it makes sense in reverse. Like,
yeah.
It's
because I could
scary.
have done that, YouTube could have tanked, and I'd be left employed, which is not the goal. So,
yeah, this is it, yeah.
I had to just make the decision with the information I had, which is all being self-employed is, and it's like, no, I'd rather be the broadcaster than the person being broadcast.
Do you think people allow regret to play such a part in their life that it leads to inaction?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I contemplate this all the time, and I actually worry that it's played a big part in my life, in the sense that I'm so scared of making the wrong decision that I don't make any decision. And we've both agreed this. We've said this multiple times to each other at different times, and we say it's slightly different, but the best decision you can make is the right one. The second best decision you can make is the wrong one.
Yeah.
The worst decision you can make is not making a decision.
Yeah.
And then ultimately you always say straight after is, well, not making a decision is making a decision, which is true.
Yeah, to fail.
Yeah, you are actively choosing to not do anything.
Yeah.
So it's scary how inaction and fear of regret can be its own self-deprecating life cycle.
Yeah, it's like if you're ever facing two decisions, just pick one. Like today, just get it done now, because you don't know what's right or wrong. You're going to go with whichever one feels best now. And the thing is, we live in a world of options, so more likely than not, you can go with the other option later. It's like if I want to go and be a voice character in the future, I'm sure I can do that. But in the meantime, I've given myself the best chance of succeeding by just zeroing in on YouTube.
Do you think the illusion of options or the illusion of choice in this world plays a big part? Because the reason I ask that is we live in a world where it is told to us that we can have anything we want. So there's just a plethora of options that can lead to inaction. So it's like, why would I choose to pick one thing when I'm being told I could have everything? Does that affect you?
It's making the decision to be extremely good in one aspect of your life, acknowledging that that's going to let other areas of your life slip away. But you've got to be, if you want to be really good at something, that's what you've got to do. That's the trade you're making. If you want to be better at everything, then you're not going to be a specialist. You're just not. Jack of all trades, master of none. Or you could be master of one, jack of some trades. It's like, that's fine for me.
So does regret play a part in your life there of like inaction, plethora of choices, overwhelmed by options?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. There's too many options sometimes, which is why I'm so difficult. Let me try that again. I'm so focused on trying to make things black and white because you either do it or you don't. Like, that's easy. I can understand that. And putting things into simple language helps as well. It's like, you either do it or you don't. You have option A or option B. As one, you have to stack up all the pros on whatever you put on this side is versus that one, and you can just pick them. Okay, now we're in option A. Now within option A, we have to pick 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1 or 2. Go back in and, It's just, making these decisions. Like, I made the decision today, I had the choice to interrupt our recording by having to do Will Taylor stuff or get it done this morning. I had to get out of bed. But that was a decision, and I made the one to get it done so we didn't have to interrupt this. Yeah. And I'm pleased I made that decision. I feel like that was the right one.
I think so too.
But everything's a decision.
Yeah, absolutely. But I definitely feel like I am afflicted by this overwhelming list of options in front of us. I think there's so many things that I've said I've wanted to do that I don't feel like I've achieved yet. But also, on the flip side, I know I've achieved a lot. So it's this constant push and pull. And sometimes I do feel like I'll step one way, come back, step another way, come back, step a third way, come back, because I want to explore everything. I just can't, and I do feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to have some regrets in that department of sort of life choices. But now it's getting to the point of trying to understand what regrets am I happy to live with, because it does get to a point where you have to choose what regrets you're willing to have, or what sacrifices you're willing to make, really.
Yeah. Or even if you regret it at all. Because sometimes you're faced with decisions in life and it's like, I can pick A or B, and you pick A and you just don't regret not choosing B. You're not interested. A has gone so well that you don't care about B. Or A hasn't gone well, but you could still not regret picking B because you're like, oh, well, that's just... Yeah. It's. I think so much of my life has just been getting over things quickly. You've just got to get over it. It's like...
You've got to be resilient. That's what you're describing as resilience.
A lot of my life, I think, could be described just as movement. I just love to keep moving, no matter what. It's like... when any single intersection of your life, it's always like you have choices, A or B. It's like just always
something I started to implement when I was coming into a world of indecisiveness, and I think I realized where that indecisiveness comes from, especially at that time, but was the hell yes theory. Well, I call it the hell yes theory anyway. It's that if something isn't a hell yes, it's a no. It's the way you gotta look at it. If your answer to their question or that possibility is not a hell yes, it's a no. It's like, do you want to go to the gym? If it's not a hell yes, it's a no.
Yeah, that's my philosophy.
But like with anything, like, do you want to be employed? It's not hell yes, so it's a no.
It's just hell no.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's that, do you want to go traveling? Is it, I'm on the fence, I'm not sure. Do you want to go travelling for 4 months, put your life on hold, and go explore places? I don't want to do that. Then it's not hell yes. You see, like, it's that kind of mindset. So I found that to be very, very helpful when approaching sort of...
Do you want to go to the Wave in Bristol?
Hell yes.
Me too. We need to book that in.
We do.
That could be another video.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Exciting.
Oh, it's fancy.
Exciting.
But I think for that, we'd have to drive up the night before, stay at a Premier Inn or something, or somewhere in Bristol, go have a little explore for the day, and then drive up in the evening, stay overnight, and then we can do 2 surf sessions in one day, and then drive back when we're absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, when we're absolutely waved.
Do you want to try that again?
When we've crashed.
Anymore? Sure.
Until we get bored.
Nice. Here's a good one. You're ripping them out anymore?
Oh, I'll stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Relationship wise, so when it comes to regrets, some more questions we're going to fire at you. Do you regret not appreciating certain friendships or relationships while you had them? Because as you mentioned before previously, relationships can fade. You know, people can come in your life, out of your life. Relationships and friendships come and go sometimes, and sometimes you're only meant to be friends with people for a certain season. Is that something you regret not appreciating at the time?
Yeah, I think I've always been pretty good at... I feel like the reason why I like to make different friends is so I can learn stuff from them. And my objective has always been meet people, learn everything you can from them, and then after you know more about the world, then decide if you want to still be there for
Sack it off.
Yeah.
You have no longer served me.
But you're not going into it with purely a selfish mindset. So do I regret having those things? No, because I've learned a lot. But is it the best way to approach friendships? Probably not either. Like, all my friends are older than me. It's like, that was a deliberate decision.
I remember you saying, yeah.
It's like you're literally going through life 5 years before I am. So I'm able to
And you are further ahead than 50%, if not 80% of our friendship group.
Yeah, but I wasn't at age 16.
Yeah, true.
It was like I was thinking, oh, well, okay, by the time they're 28, they'll all have wives and kids, and I'll be able to learn from them.
None of us have kids.
No.
One of us has wife.
Yeah. And even he's in the acquaintance part of the friendship group.
He wasn't even a no. Wow.
He wasn't a core member of my circle. He is of yours, but not of mine. No offence. But just not.
How dare you? But yeah, I think with friendships, appreciating them, or relationships, you try your best at the time. And you always, honest to God, try your best and absorb everything you can with them and appreciate the small moments and the laughter and the stories you are creating and the memories you are creating. But it's so hard to fully appreciate something when you're in it. I feel like it's only when you look back you go, wow, that was so important. You know, that was everything. I wish I could have appreciated it more when I was there. But the problem with life is you're always getting pushed and pulled in different directions. Again, it's the, like, if you're living in the future, you're going to feel anxious. If you're living in the past, you're going to feel depressed. It's trying to find that balance to be as present in that moment as possible so you can appreciate it as much as possible.
Yeah. I think also trying to live your life day to day in a way that you would be excited if you got to relive it again.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a nice way to look at it. I think it creates an idealistic mindset, and it appeals to my idealistic childlike brain of like, well, life should be everything we want it to be every single day.
Well, that doesn't mean that. It's like YouTube hasn't been a smooth sail, but I would for sure restart my 3-year journey again.
But you'd pick it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Do you want to? Whereas at the moment, I don't feel like I would pick the life I'm living again and again, which is because this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm so wholeheartedly into this. You know, if like that was everything I wanted.
But you've got so many things you can bring to the table because of your experience.
Oh, I do. I'm fantastic, but
yeah,
it's not.
Like, it makes you interesting. You're interesting because of your experiences.
I appreciate that, but you know what I mean. I don't want the goal that's at the end
of those experiences or of this.
No, not of this. Of the other avenue in which I currently
reside.
Yes, am employed gamefully. For now.
Gainfully.
So what's something you wish your younger self had understood about maintaining friendships?
What was my cue? Did I put something in brackets on there?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, have you cued yourself?
Yeah, I can't remember.
You are there for them as well as them being there for you.
Yeah.
That's what your cue was. You cued the R's.
Because I knew I'd forget.
It clearly wasn't something important,
I haven't learnt my lesson.
No, you haven't.
Maybe
you should read that on a daily. It should be your daily mantra in the mirror 5 times.
I don't care that much.
In the window 5 times.
Yeah, that's just normal. I'm awake. Yeah, no, it's realised. So all my life I've realised, like, I've always felt like I'm there for other people rather than, okay, well, now it's okay for me to open up to them.
Okay.
So realising that was like big, and I think I realised that at the end of my last breakup is like, no, my friends are there.
Yeah.
Like, every time I reach out to them, they're there. So why am I not doing that? You know?
I find it sometimes that we only are reminded people are there at moments where we need them.
Well, you find out who your real friends are in those moments as well.
Absolutely. But also, you've got to give them the opportunity to step up, which is something I'm not very good at.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. The other thing that I felt sort of isolated because I moved away for 2 years. It's like I'd seen you guys like 5 times in 2 years, if that. It's like, that's not being a good friend on my behalf.
Yeah, but you went for
the career,
the girl, you went to better yourself, you went to do everything you thought that was right at that time, and we all supported you for it. And every time you came back, we made time.
Yeah, that's it. The group chat was called Will's Back for ages.
It was.
Until you went away and came back, and now it's called Connor's Back.
It's never changed.
It has changed.
Well, yeah.
It's now called Connor's Back.
Yeah, but it stayed that for ages.
Oh, yeah, it stayed that for ages, yeah. Who's going away next? Josh just got back. We'll have to call it Josh's Back.
Josh's Back.
Mind you were away for longer though, so you're back again.
Yes.
We need to call Connor's Back again. That's what we need to call it.
Yeah, I like that. So understanding that people are there for you as much as you're there for them. What have I wish I understood about maintaining friendships is to open up, like it's similar to yours. I think I went through a lot of my life thinking I just needed to be valuable for them rather than understanding the value they can have for me, because I think I learned to be very much independent and insular and just hold everything in, and that was just more damaging. So now I do regret those friendships that I let sort of drift apart when I really needed them, because maybe I was putting distance between us and them. Especially that happened with relationships. It would get to a point where I couldn't emotionally connect with them anymore because I was just withdrawing. So I regret those times for sure. Absolutely. I think regret can play a big part in social dynamics, but I definitely think it's hidden beneath a lot more than we realize. I don't think it's as obvious. I think it's quite subtle.
Yeah.
Regret. Glad.
Moving on.
We've got, as we always like to do it, our personal, social, business, and all these kind of different elements. We don't make it very obvious. Well, we don't spell it out, but we've spelt it out this time. We've smelt it out this time. What's a career risk you didn't take that you wish you had?
Just jumping, like I was doing reaction videos when I worked at S3, which was the flips gym I worked at when I was 17. I think.
We loved S3.
It was great. But I wish after that had stopped, instead of going to become an estate agent, I should have just pushed on YouTube.
Where do you think you'd be if
5 mil subs easy? Yeah. Making $500,000 a year at least.
Wow.
I genuinely.
Do you regret that?
I learned a lot about other things. I think I'm probably better prepared to deal with all of it now than I was. Now, at the time, I thought I'd be ready for it, but when everything blew up, I didn't feel like I was ready, like I thought I was. So it was interesting because 3 months before I blew up, I was saying to everyone, I'm so ready to blow up now. I've got everything. I'm set. If I need to go and do a big show, I know I could do it. If I need to make videos every day, I know I could do it because I have been doing it. Live streams every day, I can do it. Anything, I'm ready. And then it happens, and my quality needs to improve quite a lot because there's quite a lot of people watching me now. So there's a lot more pressure that comes with it. But yeah, that's probably the only real regret I would have. But I don't know. I see it as all exciting. I'm such an optimist. It's
you said at the beginning of the episode. Sorry to interrupt there, but you said at the beginning of this pod, which is these decisions we make shape the person you are now. And you are right. You could be in a very different place, YouTube wise, but you also could be in a worse place.
That's it. Well, I might not have never.
I
can't actually talk anymore.
You can't make good mouth sounds
anymore,
can you?
It's too much time around you.
Which is quite funny. I can normally get my words out on the pod. Outside of it, I'm like a bumbling mess. You outside of it, great.
Yeah.
Great mouth sounds all the time. On the pod?
Not good.
Not so much.
No, it's the last 2 weeks. My speech has been terrible. Can't. I feel like I'm stuttering all the time.
Need to go see a diction.
Need to just sing more Eminem songs. That's what got Ed Sheeran out of stuttering.
Is it?
He used to stutter as a kid. He learnt all the Eminem songs and he didn't stutter after it.
Wow.
Nuts.
So I've got a little
nuts.
Latin phrase here for you. It's a Stoic philosophy as well, I believe, which is, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation because I actually don't know how it's pronounced, but amor fati, which is love of one's fate. So it's an attitude of embracing and accepting that everything happens in life, both good and bad, as necessary. So a lot of Stoicism is obviously all about trying to remain centered and pretty neutral. There is a lack of emotion that comes with Stoicism, which can be positive or negative, but I think this one is trying to suggest that it is what it is and just love the process of it.
That's it. Just be an optimist.
So,
what's the alternative? It's
pessimism.
It's just dumb. Let's just poo-poo everyone's ideas before they've even had a chance to experiment with them. It's like, no, that's not how you progress.
It is dumb when you think about it. Pessimism as a whole is dumb, and it's sad that people are automatically pessimistic. It's sad.
Yeah.
Career risks that I didn't take that I wish I had.
Yeah, go on, let's hear all of them.
I actually don't have many because I haven't really invested too much in
your career.
My career, to be honest with you. There is one that I've always thought about as one of my biggest. Actually, that answers the question at the end, so I won't do that. Career risk that I didn't take. What's that?
Ooh, just interested.
Oh, I know. Little nugget there. Career risk they didn't take that I wish I had. Man, yeah, it is really tough. Sometimes I do wonder where I would be maybe an Intrepid if I had applied for other roles, or maybe if I had moved to London permanently, where would I be? But I don't know if they're regrets because I understand the impact that would have on my life, and I don't know if I'm ready to make those steps. But in terms of career, I don't think I've ever made big career steps. But I think maybe one is snowboard instructing, now I think about it, because I'm a good snowboarder. I can confidently say that. And I'm a good teacher. I'm very good at imparting wisdom on people. And I stopped doing it for whatever reason.
What was the reason?
Well, I was in Japan with my ex, and we decided to come home. And since then, I haven't picked it up again. Because,
I don't know why.
Because to keep the relationship stable, we decided we wanted to stay in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a job, and since then, I haven't gone back to it.
Why?
I think because I see what it takes to become professional or have a sustainable career in that element. I don't know if I want it, because I've got friends that do, and they chase winters. So they're always in the cold, which is one thing. They're always unsettled because they're constantly moving every 6 months, constantly having to work out visas and stuff. I've got some people, I know one person that's become very successful, and he's British. He now is like really high up in Perisher? No? Falls Creek, one of the resorts in Australia, so he's very high up there. So he's done really well. But that's an unusual path for an instructor.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Because I remember you were talking about going to Canada and teaching up there, and that obviously all fell apart. But
well, these are things I could do.
Yeah,
this is
still at any point go and do it.
I could twist my arm. But the thing is,
I want you to stay.
If this gets to a point where we're successful and say this is making a little bit of money, and we find a way that we do backlog of 3 months, then I can go do that and still do this and then come back. So there's ways it will work. But again, right now, this. And I do think that if I stopped doing this would be a regret. I think I can say that pretty confidently now. I know regrets come in hindsight.
I'd also be pretty annoyed because I've put a lot of time into this
as
well. You can't do that.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't know the regret's a regret until you've got hindsight on it. But on this one, I'm like, if we were to step away now, I would be like, we might have missed.
Well, and I'll feel the same 150 episodes in. I'll feel the same 200 episodes in, 500, 1,000. That's like, why would you step away now? It's like, it's about to get even better.
Yeah. I mean, what have we done in terms of episodes?
28, I think, now.
I've got most of them uploaded on Spotify.
Ooh.
So if you haven't watched on Spotify. Also, I've been watching our videos on Spotify. Our pods on Spotify. And it says we've got more streams than I've watched. So I definitely think people have found us organically.
Wow.
Which is wild.
That's really good.
Yeah, like
Must mean we're having an impact.
I think they're pushing us because we're uploading consistently.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got 27 viewed on Spotify, and we've got 2 more still. One we just.
Oh, 29. Yeah,
we've
done
got 29.
29
yeah.
now. Yeah.
But
This is number 30.
It is, yeah.
Damn.
We need to do a 50 look back.
Yeah.
And then we need to do like a highlight of the funniest clips.
Yeah, that'd be
can
good.
Be one in itself.
Are we going to do 1,000 subscriber special?
We should, yeah.
Get some party poppers.
Yeah, we should actually.
And then when we get to 10,000 subs, you get like the big like gender reveal poppers that like. And then when we get to 100,000 subs, it's like a firework. And then when you get to 1 million, it's like multiple fireworks and like loads of big like letters and bright colours and paint explosions and you let a ball loose and
just in this room.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this flat
Yeah.
just to do it. So there'll be a bull in there. Like whoever survives the longest.
But you're only allowed to wear a kilt. So that we appeal to our Scottish viewer.
Our singular Scottish
Yeah.
viewer. So it'll be 1 million subs.
We'll wear something from every single country. Because that way we're appealing to everyone. That's a great idea.
If you say so.
Tax wearing the tutu.
All yours, brother.
Thanks. You can wear the ballet slippers.
Those are my normal shoes.
It's true.
Do you think playing it safe in your career is people's biggest regret later in life?
Yeah. It's got to be.
What else could it be?
Relationship stuff.
Well, when it comes to career.
Oh, career. Yeah, playing it safe. I'm guessing playing it safe means not taking a risk on a different job or doing it self-employed or...
I think self-employed is probably a really big one, absolutely.
I think everyone's life improves if you become self-employed. But you've got to be the type of person that can deal with the pressure of not making money for 4 months straight.
Yeah.
And when you have downturn months, you've got to be able to deal with the downturn months. It's
But
emotionally, that takes more of a toll than it does financially.
I don't think people can handle that.
That's
I
a
don't
lot.
think everyone can handle that. You know, like I'm yet to be tested in that regard, so...
It's
We'll
good
find
fun.
out.
At least you can speak to me about it if you're feeling worried, you know? So I've been
we'll be
through
in
it
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. But have you ever chosen money over passion?
Yeah.
Do you regret it?
No. Got me where I am. Like, I had so much in savings when I left being an accountant. It bought me the time I needed to realise what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be curious to know how much you did have in savings, not on the pod.
I don't mind. When I finished being an accountant, I had 22.
Oh, wow, okay.
But 15 of that was invested.
Oh, okay, so 7.
I had 8, and also maybe I had more, maybe 25. But yeah, I seem to remember having 8k plus 2k. So I've the way my bank's set up for everyone, because I'm sure you want to know.
I do.
I've got like my cold storage savings, which are you don't touch them.
Yeah.
I've then got my warmer storage savings, which are that's where money is paid into. And then I've got my current account, which is what I spend out of.
Yeah.
So basically, for me to spend money, I've got to go to that account and put it into the current account so I can afford it. Then money is saved from this account into the cold savings, and that doesn't get touched.
Doesn't touch. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you don't touch your investments. They're there.
In addition, I have my investments. Which is,
okay, they're separate.
Yeah. So this is just bank accounts.
Oh, damn, okay.
I've then got cold storage of savings.
Is that just in a high interest?
Not even in high interest, just
So
away.
it's losing money there.
Yeah, but it's more just ready and waiting to buy a house, so I don't
Okay.
really care. I can out earn what interest would.
Could you not just put that in a lifetime ISA?
I could do, but I can't remember why I didn't want to use a lifetime.
You can only withdraw that when you buy a house, or when you retire.
I think
I think
because
it stops at 30. or
because of the
35 or something.
nature of my work, if I can't earn for a few months, I will need to go into that one.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. So, but
Well,
yeah,
you can put 4k in
yeah, you get
per year,
25%.
and you get 25%.
Yeah, I did think about it. I can't remember why I didn't.
Well, let's move past that. So I've got here 2 faces of regret.
Oh,
I know, right? Layers.
layers
Layers
like
of
an
regret.
onion.
Onion.
Oh, do you know what they call French onion soup in France?
Onion soup.
Okay.
I saw that joke coming a mile away. I'll tell you, we're sharing a brain cell now.
It's a bit scary.
Yeah. So my question of the two faces of regret is, can regret teach us anything? Reason being, we have two types of regret. Reflective regret, like that, exactly, reflecting. It teaches us, it motivates us, it humbles us. I don't know why I did that.
Excellent. That's going in the funny clips.
As it should. And now that one is too. So it teaches us, motivates us, and humbles us. But then you've got destructive regret, which paralyzes you and traps you in what ifs. What ifs. So do you think regret can teach us anything, to loop it back? See how I did that?
It was very good.
Thank
very
you.
Professional.
What can I say? That is the name of the game, is professionalism.
Yes. What was the question?
Very professional of you. Can regret teach us anything?
Yeah, I mean, you learn how to act going forwards, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like you learn from the past and implement in the future, or implement now so that you can be that in the future. It's like, yeah, you get depressed if you think about the past and anxious if you think about the future, but you learn from the past as well. It's like, I know where my investments are going over the next 20 years because of the past. I don't feel depressed about that.
So regret should really be one of our biggest teachers and one of our biggest motivators and compasses.
If something still bothers you, which is what we're saying regret is, then it's something that your brain is telling you must remember, and there's a reason to it.
Yeah.
It's like, take the time to onboard that, learn what it's about, and deal with it.
So it's not so much about trying to change it, it's trying to implement it the next time it comes around.
Yeah, it's like if you know it, because it's more helpful if you know exactly what you're regretting. Like most of the time when you ask somebody what they regret, it's like the first thing that jumps into their head is the biggest one they need to deal with. And it's like, if it's the way you've treated a loved one, then just you learn not to
you want to treat
approach
people
that.
better,
Yeah, it gets more convoluted when it's like, yeah, but the reason why I treated them that way was because I care for them and I feel like they should need to be doing this, and I can see how they're going down. Just like, there's no need to regret that. You can regret like what it did to your relationship, but at the same point, if you know that you were trying to better their lives, then you can't feel bad about that. You were trying to be integrous. Going back to our previous podcast, it's, you know,
which everyone should watch.
You should.
I don't know why I'm looking at that one. That's your spotlight. Why do you get a spotlight and I don't?
Because we only have 2 cameras.
We need a third, just a spotlight that's zoomed in and framed perfectly on my forehead. Yeah. And what it's going to do is every time I move, it should track me as well. That's what it should do. That's what I demand. Now we're at 29 episodes. I demand it.
30. This is 30.
Oh, sorry. So I'm already one late on this.
You're doing better than you thought you were.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to have more room, because then we could have a camera basically where that one is. Hello. That one would just look at that one would be further back and up, getting a full view of both of us and around the table with no clutter. And then we'd have another one which would look dead at you. Plus then maybe have like a jib, like a circle ring above us.
That'd be cool.
That would have a camera angle that could spin around and look down, plus one directly mounted in the center of that ring to like anything that we want to write on the table. That's what we do. And then we'll have key lights, which we've sort of got now, but we'd have better ones. A big soft box over the top there, another one over there, and then have black curtain round the back with background lights and seed lights.
I love it. I'm on board.
With a beneath the noise sign.
10 out of 10.
And on AstroTurf. And then a go-kart track around the outside for crazy kart racing. It'll make the ad reads easier.
Okay.
We think you should get Huel. Well, thanks to Huel, I didn't have to have lunch, so my pit stop was fast.
That was funny.
Thank you. Brum.
Right. Okay. Almost wrapping up.
I don't regret any of that.
As you shouldn't, because it was top tier. Daniel books.
Who does he book? What does he book? Does he book holidays?
You've ruined my brain.
Does he book a position on DistroKid? If you like uploading music to Spotify on
Apple Music,
Deezer and Apple Music and other further sites, furthermore also likewise, you can do that using DistroKid. We've got a link down below. You get some money off. You're welcome. Cool. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah.
Who does Daniel book?
Daniel Pink's book, The Power of Regret. found that 82% of people believe that regret improves decision making if processed correctly.
Hey.
And he expands upon these to 4 core regrets, which is foundation regrets, bad choices, poor habits. Boldness regrets, playing it too safe. Moral regrets, hurting others. And connection regrets, relationships we let fade. Does regret only have power if we do not talk about the regrets?
I don't think you have to talk about something to process it.
Okay.
But I do think you have to have time to implement the changes to prove to yourself that you've taken on board that regret.
So you've got to reflect on the thing that has caused you that grief to be able to process it.
Yeah.
Do you think the talking would help?
I think it can do. That's some people's process of getting through regret. But for me, a lot of times it's just, okay, let's think about that. What was the reason? Okay, cool. What could I have done better? What do I think they should have done? Okay, can I change any of that? No. What are the things that I can implement? X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. Now let's crack on. It's like you just need certain templates to get through certain things in life. Like when you're sad, you need to have a checklist. You go through, it's like, what am I sad about? This. Does it matter? Is it something I can change? Why has it hurt me?
Yeah.
And then justify each one of those things. Then at least you're operating from a semi-position of logic. It's a lot easier to like take the emotion.
It's like an algorithm for regret.
Yeah,
you work through bing, bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Done. I like it. I like that. So we often hear people say no regrets, but that's not normal life. Regret is part of being a human, really. Research from the University of Michigan found that acceptance-based coping, acknowledging the regret, integrating it into your self-story leads to higher resilience and emotional stability. So it's almost taking ownership of the regret rather than playing the victim to it, which is a lot of what you've spoken about here, which is really cool. One survey found that women, broadly speaking, of course, are more likely to cite romantic-related regrets, whereas men are more likely to cite career/education/work regrets.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If I dated a man, I'd regret it.
Yeah, we're pigs. So we got a few more questions before we wrap it up, Will. In action, people often regret what they didn't do more than what they did. What's something you regret not doing? All right. I'm boring, yeah?
That was quite a lot. What's something that I regret not doing?
Yes.
Switching off the life support. No. I think I maybe should have thrown myself more into the accountancy lessons.
Okay.
I really didn't care. I was an accountant that didn't care about learning accountancy.
Surely that should have been your first red flag.
Well, it was a little bit, but what was my alternative? I was going to become a really famous YouTuber, was I? Like, that doesn't sound realistic.
Look at you now.
Yeah,
We're not really famous. You're just a YouTuber.
Yeah, I've not even been recognised. It just sucks.
Oh my god, is that Will Taylor? There you go. You've been recognised. You can shut up about it.
Oh, it bugs me. It bugs me so much. It's so frustrating. You have no idea. Like, how big do I have to be to get recognised? I've had literally 200 million people and nobody has come and said hello.
Maybe you just look different on screens.
Yeah, I mean, they were saying I looked handsome, so clearly there's some sort of filter on there. Something to beautify my face. In real life, they're like, ugh, homeless.
So that's something you regret not doing is the...
I wish so I was studying management accounting, which is part of AAT level 4 for those of you that are in the loop. And I got like 40% on that test, which is 30% away from the pass mark. But it's okay, I was fired by that point. But I've still got the books and could probably still go through it and learn it. But yeah, I wish I'd studied that a bit harder and put less time and effort into my previous relationship, because I would have been able to do it more. My heart wasn't in it. I just didn't enjoy it. I liked the respect that came from the title more than I enjoyed the job.
Yeah.
So now it's something that I get to, in past tense, have the respect. Like, oh, you're an accountant. That's cool. So I've got the respect now because I did that bit. And then I just get to do the fun job. It's like, yeah, but I make more money from YouTube. And then it's like, oh my God, you're amazing. It's just a brilliant thing. What about you? What's something you regret not doing?
Traveling
starting
sooner.
Beneath the Noise a year ago.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a regret. But traveling, I've got two. No, I regret not traveling sooner. I started traveling really like 20. I wish I'd started at like 18 when I came out of college and I didn't know what I wanted to do and I just saved up and went.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
something I
need
wish.
those 2 years to save up though?
Yes and no. I did have funds and I could have, the way I traveled, I could have made it work. But ultimately, this is my sort of caveat to that, is I met the people I did at the times I met them. They wouldn't have been there any other times.
Yeah.
Sure, I would have met other people, but my best friends are people I've met traveling and the people I've met being back in the UK during that time, you know. There's decisions where I decided I was going to stay in the UK a little bit longer and I made better friends there than maybe I would have made out. So you never quite know what life would have been, but that's definitely one. And yeah, doing this is obviously a regret, but I regret not going to therapy.
Doing this
sooner.
is a regret.
Not starting this sooner is a regret. Not starting therapy sooner is a regret.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, because the amount of benefit that's had on my life is tangible, and if I'd committed to it,
I think I can see a difference in you as well, the way you process life. But it might also be I've just got to know you so much better over the 30 hours of talking to you.
you lucky thing.
I know. But you've had to suffer through the same thing with me, and I never shut up. So
It's true. But no, I appreciate that. I definitely.
Yeah, no,
do
I
navigate.
feel like it's you. The way that you are processing life is a lot healthier.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Very kind of you.
There you go.
Say that at the end when no one's listening. Why don't you? I want validation from them.
Everyone tell him in the comments he's great.
Thanks. I'm going to comment on this on my personal one. Connor, you're great.
You're great.
Thanks, Connor. Cool. So we're going to loop back to that first question. What regret do you think about most in your life? So I know it's similar to the question we asked before, what's something you regret not doing, but what regret do you think about most in your life? Is there something that plays on your mind? Is there something that you wish you could get back, a moment, a session, is there something you regret?
Interestingly, I don't know what about it is, but my relationship with like the other half of our friendship group, like I'm not involved with like the Chloe lot anymore, and like that's sort of sad to me. But I've done absolutely nothing to repair any of those relationships. Not that they were necessarily damaged, but just sort of fizzled out, and that's a bit sad because it's like the other half of the friendship group is like, so I get to see bits of it, and
but that could be.
But also, I'm pretty sure if I was invited to half the stuff and like met up with everyone, like I wouldn't turn up half the time. So it's like I can't really moan about something that I wouldn't be there for, you know. But yeah, it's just something that plays in my mind. Don't know why. I think Chloe was quite an impactful person on my life.
Yeah.
As she is with everyone she meets, to be fair.
Yeah, very true.
I don't know why that is. Just a very empowering person, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The thing is, I think we have a lot in common.
Yeah,
so
I think
we could have some really good conversations. I think, especially now I'm self-employed, we could like learn from each other's experiences and help each other out in different ways.
I feel like that door could always be open for you.
Yeah, it's interesting. She was one of the people I called when I first came back here from living in Portsmouth. It was like we just had a chat. Like I'd never done that before. Like I went round to her house, which was a completely foreign concept to me. Like, oh my god, people have houses that aren't at their parents'. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like that.
That's probably it. Probably my biggest one at the moment.
Okay, well, that's a good one to reflect on, I think, for you. My biggest regret, what regret do I think about most in my life? I've been trying to get my head around this one all episode, and I really am struggling because I think there's quite a few that I do consider, but I don't think there's one that really like jumps out because I think I'm still living in a element of trying to achieve loads simultaneously. That I think maybe my biggest regret that I think about is just not picking one thing, you know, a fear of commitment, maybe just having a regret of fear of commitment, if that's even a thing or if that's a tangible thought process one could explore. But if that makes sense, that's what it is.
That's quite harsh, that one.
Good, as it should be.
No, you've got so many interests and you're good at so many different things, and the problem, like, I have a hobby in guitar and I have a hobby in tennis. I'm lucky enough that both of those hobbies can be achieved in the same town. Surfing and snowboarding and podcasting and working is like, that's so difficult to manage. So it's a bit unfair to say you regret having all those hobbies.
We'll find a way to make it work with this, okay? We'll make it work. We'll get on a live and we'll get to 300 today because we got 29 more to do. But Will, I've not got a word yet. Let me just look in my eyes real quick. Yeah, got it. No, actually, I don't. That's not it. Yeah, that's it.
Have you actually got it? That's crazy.
What's your word?
Grapefruit.
Noodle. I'm getting closer. I'm going with food.
I was gonna say kumquat.
Why? Oh, that light was in my face. Oh my god. I turned the light off.
You turn me off like a light switch.